Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything from tech to films and all the fun stuff in between. The year 2020 has been strange. Well, that's putting it mildly, right? Don't think our current living generation, including our grandparents, would have experienced anything like this. Schools here in the UK have been closed since March, with online classes coming into full effect since April. Even my daughter had to attend these online classes and had her homework handed over via an app, which worked perfectly on iOS. So schools are going to start again. Not sure if that is a good thing or a bad thing, but whether it is online or in-person attendance, I would like to take this opportunity and list out 11 reasons why the iPad Air is the perfect iPad for starting your new year of school with. Just before proceeding, please do subscribe to my channel, guys, so I can continue to make fun and informative content for you. So let's get on with the video. Number 1, it is the best value iPad money can buy. I've said this once and I've said this always on my channel. Despite having several iPads, including my personal daily driver, the iPad Pro 2020, I still stand by my word of the iPad Air being the best value tablet money can buy. You pay for the features which you need and use the most on a tablet in 2020. Number 2, let's talk about those awesome accessories. With this being the most popular tablet on the planet, there is no limit to the number of accessories you can get with the iPad Air, especially accessories that help you with productivity. Amazon is full of decent keyboard cases, or you can spend that little extra and get the smart keyboard case directly from Apple. Adding a keyboard does wonders to your iPad Air while still making it portable. Then the Apple Pencil. I know that the Pro Generation 2 pencil with its 9 milliseconds response rate is awesome, but trust me, the first gen Apple Pencil is amazing as well. The brief time I spent with it, I was really super impressed. It is brilliantly smooth and should be very helpful in taking notes. Apple also took all the criticism of charging this Apple Pencil to heart and is now including an adapter, so you can now charge it normally via a cable without having to stick it at the bottom, making the whole thing look like a giant popsicle. Plus, there are many third-party options like Logitech Crayon, giving you that cheaper alternative options. Number 3 is that full power of iPadOS. You really do not need to go all pro to utilize the full potential of iPadOS. The iPad Air 3 fully supports the OS, so you get all the multitasking and Files app goodness. And not only that, despite having just 3 gigs of RAM, everything works super smooth. I've never encountered a dull or laggy moment here, and everything just whizzes through. And how can one forget to mention the drag and drop? This just makes the iPad Air complete and brings it ever so closer in providing you that full-blown laptop experience. Honestly, in my experience, I found the drag and drop so useful. You can pretty much drag and drop anything in split window and it just works. And this will be so useful whilst you're researching or writing projects or looking up at stuff and making references. Point number 4, it's your one investment going a long way. See, based on my decades long of iPad usage, I can confidently say that the iPad Air will last you at least for the next couple of years. I mean, look at this. I got a software update for my 2020 iPad Air Gen 1 a couple of weeks ago. That's Apple paying attention to a 7-year-old iPad even today. Yes, guys, that's 7 years old. I bet you cannot confidently say this about many other tablets out there, right? Number 5, it's more base storage. The iPad Air 3 comes with 64 gigabytes instead of that measly 32 gigabytes on the baseline iPad. I mean, the system and the OS takes about 5 to 6 gigabytes, and on a 32 gigabyte version, there won't be much left after that. I know 64 isn't brilliant, but it still gives you decent storage option for all your files, ebooks, and reading materials for your school. And you also have the option of using iCloud. You get 50 gigabytes for 79 pence here in the UK or 99 cents in the US. And this gives you decent cloud storage option where you can store all your heavy files and access it only when needed. Plus, iCloud also acts as a decent backup for your device. Number 6 is Lightning adapters. The Files app really opened up the OS and made the iPad much more useful. All you need is the right Lightning to USB adapter and you can connect pen drives, SD cards and even portable hard drives for additional storage. Everyone keeps asking me what dongle I'm using here. Guys, this is like a bodge. I had an old USB and SD card 30-pin adapter which I bought for my iPad Air 2. And then I have the Lightning to 30-pin adapter, which I think I bought when Apple introduced the Lightning ports on its devices. So joining both together, it works for me. But for you guys, I would recommend the Apple Lightning to USB 3 camera adapter, which will be the best option and will support portable hard drives as well. Number 7, it's the decent cameras. You get an 8 million pixel rear camera and it is more than decent for scanning documents or recording lectures. It does support full HD 1080p recording at 30 frames per second. But the front-facing camera is probably more important, and especially with online classes situation at the moment, having a better front-facing camera is always a good option. The iPad Air has got a very decent 7 million pixel front-facing camera compared to 1.2 million pixels on the entry-level iPad. It can also record in full HD, so you're more than covered for all your online classes. Number 8 is decent performance. That A12 Bionic chip is a 6-core chip built on 7nm architecture. In layman terms, this is a serious performer. That coupled with 3 gigs of RAM and the way iPadOS utilizes all this power, it's more than adequate for all your school tasks and then some. If I put the iPad Air against the much powerful iPad Pro 2020, then it doesn't fall far behind and it just keeps up like a pro. Number 9, the iPad is a very sturdy and robust device which is also secure. Okay, schools are tough. The bags, the books, the hustle bustle. You need a device which can take the pressure of all of that like a champ instead of it being delicate. And the iPad Air certainly checks all those boxes. It is sturdy, feels really nice in hands, and more importantly, it doesn't suffer from the bending issue with the iPad Pros have. So just add a decent case and you're good to go. I made a couple of videos listing the best value iPad cases on my channel. I will link it down below if you wish to check it out. And then the iPad Air 2 features the much faster Touch ID 2 system. We have all witnessed security systems implemented on other devices, and Apple's Touch ID and Face ID system are simply the best. So you can be rest assured that all your coursework and essays are safe and secure and can only be accessed by you. Number 10 is that quality of apps. Unlike other manufacturers, the iPad is a product which Apple gives the same attention as it does to its other popular products. It is not an afterthought, nor an accessory or an experiment like most other companies do. Apple is crystal clear with the direction which it's taking with the iPads, and that clearly shows, especially when it comes to apps. They are very well optimized for iPad's larger screen and are not just blown up versions of the mobile apps. Guys, I'm not trying to put Android on spot here, but I've seen companies like Google and Microsoft apply upgrades to the iOS version of their apps before rolling it onto their own platforms. So put all the tablets of the world together, the iPad might lose in a few comparison points, but it will always stand as a towering champion when it comes to the apps ecosystem. And that does add a huge advantage when it comes to finding the right app to help with your school work and assignments. Let me list 5 free apps that every student should download on their iPad Air as soon as they unbox it. Number 1, iTunes U. There is so much material here. If you're looking something related to your course, or even if you just want to learn something new, iTunes U has got you covered and then some. From computer programming to astronomy to photography and even learning more about elephants, there are a whale of topics to choose from. Number 2 is Microsoft OneNote. This is a brilliant free app for note-taking, organizing, and collaborating. All you need is to register for a Microsoft account and off you go. You can type, draw, write, even change the style of the paper so it looks more like a ruled notebook. And then there are plenty of options when it comes to using a stylus on this app, and it is a perfect all-rounder for all your school or university needs. Another worthy mention here is Evernote. This is another amazing note-taking app, and then the Apple's default Notes app, which has got quite a lot of options to keep you covered. Number 3 is this little app called Paper. This app lets you create journals and customize them with covers. You can add notes, draw or write stuff, and keep adding as many pages as needed. The free version should be more than adequate, but if you want to lock your journal entries or use extra covers, then the premium version will provide that option. Number 4 is Alarmy. Okay, this is one brilliant little app. Think we all know the fact that waking up on a holiday is super easy without the need of an alarm or any aid. We just spring out of the bed excitedly so that we can jump straight onto that PlayStation 4 game. But the same for a school day. It feels like getting out of the bed is like weighing a mountain down our shoulders. Sure, there are plenty of alarm apps out there, even default ones like the Apple's, but most of them you can hit snooze or even turn it off and oversleep. I know I've done this. And that's where this super annoying but extremely effective app comes into play. You can set the alarm in such a way that you have to complete a challenge to fully turn it off. This could be taking a math quiz or scanning a QR code or taking a photo of something, etc. Super useful. For instance, you can actually set it to scan a barcode of something from your fridge or your cupboard downstairs, which means you have to get out of the bed, navigate to your kitchen, and scan the barcode to make the alarm stop. Amazing way to get you out of bed, right? Number 5 is all the iStuff productivity apps. Numbers, keynotes, and pages. They're great alternatives to Microsoft apps. See, Microsoft apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint are very popular, but they are not free and need a monthly subscription. Whereas the Apple apps are free to use and they're pretty decent. Pages is a very good alternative to Word, Keyword to PowerPoint, and Numbers to Excel. You can download them straight from iTunes without having to pay anything and start using them right away. So that completes the 5 cool free apps which I feel every student should download as soon as they've unboxed the iPad Air and set it up. And then that final point, number 11. Here I want to say that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So the iPad Air can help you with all your school stuff, but once you're done with that, just swipe up, tap right on that Fortnite or Netflix app and just chill. The iPad primarily was built as a media consumption device, and when it comes to that, there is really no end to the options available. Amazing movie apps like Netflix, Disney+, games like Fortnite, PUBG, Asphalt 9, ebook readers like Kindle, iBooks, then iTunes, Spotify, you name it, you've got it covered. This device provides that perfectly nice way to relax after a busy school's day. So there you go, guys. Those are my 11 reasons on why the iPad Air 3 is the best device for school and college going students. The price really is justified, giving you the perfect blend of features, storage, and performance, and Apple's strong reputation of supporting the iPad fills in all the other blanks. And that is why I stand by the iPad Air. There might be an updated version announced next month, so if you can, just hold off until then and see what Apple announces. Chances are that there might be delays and the timing is a little odd as school commences in about 2 weeks, which could be before Apple's fall event. But you might get a few good deals on the iPad Air as it's almost been into a year of its life cycle. Probably not from Apple directly, but you can search third-party websites for better deals. And I think you can get AirPods for free directly from Apple through their back to school program. That really is a steal deal, guys. So that's it for this video. Do let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below, and also ask me if you have any queries. I do tend to respond to all of them. Also, do drop a like if you've enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel, guys, to support my YouTube journey. And as always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.